Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Monster Train. I just wanted to play a run, I feel like it. And it's also 12:15 a.m. I'm a bit of a night owl normally, so this is normally when I'm still awake, but hey, you know, the last few times we've done late night Monster Train runs, they have worked out pretty well, except for the last run, but we did get all the way to the end, didn't we? I almost did it. I think I duplicated the wrong card. We're gonna random, although I think I wanna play as Wormkin primary. Either the original clan or the alt clan. I feel like it's just been a while. There you go, perfect. Wormkin and Hellhorned Exile. Double Echo Transfer is pretty much all of the damage we're gonna need. Now we just need ways of making it happen. Molting Imp, useless. Soul Cripple, okay, but too expensive. Seraph the Chaste. Cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit Seraph. So the debuff Seraph doesn't really matter if we're buffing raw damage, but it will reduce the Reap. And we're Hellhorned, it'll reduce Rage, but not armor. We'll give it a shot, we'll give it a go. Your pirate gets plus 40 or second unit 3 energy. I mean, we do have imps, so we're gonna get the energy payout every once in a while, and with Soul Cripple, I actually think that'll work pretty well. And maybe we can get some sort of a unit placement synergy here, like there is that Wormkin unit that gets plus 10 per echo every time you play it. Maybe we can make something happen with that? I forget, are you tanky? Hold on, logbook. The Corruptor is, I think, one of the best ones, but we technically don't need it if we have plus damage on our spells, because we have, let's see if I can actually go back. So, the Infector, by the way, gets 120, multi-strike, gain 1 echo per strike, good for hatching eggs. And I think I like that because it does have a little bit more health. It's got multi-strike. It can benefit very well from echo transfer. We can put it in the back behind a tank or in the front and be a tank, although with 120 health, it's not gonna live forever. But it is a very good way of ensuring that you can play your extractions and maybe hatch some eggs. I like them both. You can tell I don't like the third version, the one that's just apply Reap when you gain a charged echo, because that just seems like real bad. It's like, it's a really low power AoE sweep. Apply Reap 3 to enemy units. You can make it do a lot of damage, but it's not immediate damage. It doesn't really help that much for Relentless unless you also stack it with like the Infector, so every time you attack you gain echoes, and then every time that happens you reap all enemy units for 3, but then it doesn't do anything until the end of the combat. That's the thing. Once combat resolves, then burst damage. I want the damage to happen earlier so I can get more value from it, game. It's like Thorns versus the slow regen trigger from the explosive sentient. Thorns do damage as the enemies hit you, but the regen trigger, yeah, it'll trigger anytime you play a spell, but at the end of combat, after, you'll get 1 additional hit of damage, the 1 additional burst of damage. The damage shield. The sweeper, the Titan's Bane. He needs to be quick so he can kill all the weak enemy units trying to kill you. We're probably gonna get echoes, so I'm gonna play all my units down here, try to work you down. Try to make sure that the Pyre takes as little damage as possible. We're definitely gonna get enough units out there. Soul Cripple could be okay. Echo Transfer will not be playable, I do not think, because I'm not gonna be playing 2 on this floor. Nothing's up here to strike. However, this is good. Play that. I think you just play this behind. I think you need to play this to kill you. You're healing to full. Reap 13 will do 39 damage, you will die. Kind of like that. Don't play the Echo Transfer. You know what we're looking for with that, Carven Karuska. But of course. I could technically play both of these and it'll kill you, but if you hit the Pyre for 3, I think I'm just gonna accept that. Wait a minute, you're dead, never mind. All right, what do we got? Well, instead of playing the Train Steward, we could just play 2 Queen Imps. That seems fine. We probably should play a Train Steward, and you know what? Let's wait and... You don't sweep, do you? I kind of want to play the Imps up here, but... And play the Train Steward at the back here? Like... Imp, Train Steward, he'll block the same number of shots that he will maybe up here. We'll get 2 Train Stewards next turn. If we get 2 Train Stewards next turn, we might not have the energy to play what we want to play. We have the energy to play what we want to play now. We're going to get the energy to play what we want to play next turn, right? So, I think you Imp. It's also another body blocker for you. Tank. Fracture. You're only taking 8 damage, but you know what? Let's buff the damage of one of those imps. All right, you're dead thanks to the Reap. We don't have the energy because I put the imps down. Why was that so hard to figure out? We'll be fine, because you're not gonna punch your way through my champion, but I feel a little dumb about it. My imp's doing 31 damage. I need a spell. The game seems a little loud for me. I might have to turn it down in post. Why is it so loud? Bounding Echoes with infusion on it. Very good, very good. But Hosting Kin is also really nice to be able to do damage, move a unit to the back, it's targeted damage. But Bounding Echoes, what I like about it is that you can make it intrinsic and then all of a sudden your champion and anything that's also intrinsic in your, or anything you draw, you can play. And you can build up echoes, and you have echoes initially. I do like Bounding Echoes with the infusion on it. Now, if we want damage, Vent is a good way of getting that damage. We can make the spell get like +10 magic power and piercing, and then all of a sudden it's killing everything in a wave. I like that. It doesn't even need to be infused, I just like it. Ritual of Battle, yes, Rage is good. It's not gonna work on Seraph, and we have damage. We have the Echo Transfers. And with Spine Chief, we're gonna be gaining echoes. And on the final boss, we're gonna be attacking every turn. And now we gotta think, Because Kinhost Vessel comes out with multi-strike after it pops. Shell 8 means we have to infuse 8 times on the floor. It applies Reap to enemy units as it strikes. And Spine Chief gains echoes. So this is basically the champion, kind of, along with this champion that can actually strike and give echoes. It is a good way of building up exponential burst damage, but I don't like shells. They are really freaking slow. But it's also a 1 pip unit we can just slide behind the Spine Chief and be okay with. Kinhost, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. You need 6 capacity, because the most capacity any unit can be is 6. And so with Kinhost, if you give it endless, or you can reform it even, every time it comes back, you can play it and it's going to get these buffs. So every time you play it, it's going to get +10, +10, and +1 capacity per echo. This the plus capacity per echo is after you play it. If you have 10 echoes on a floor and you play this, it'll play for 1 capacity. It'll then grow to 11. I believe it doesn't grow to 6. I believe it does grow to 11. But in your hand, it maxes at 6. So when it dies and comes back, you can replay it. I think maybe we'll go for a shell build though. Kinhost Vessel, you know, it's not a bad unit. If we can give it some multi-strike, put another infusion inside of it, we can get some good stuff going. Really, we're looking for large stone for this, I think. I don't know, but I do like the units. I would like to try to make them work. Got a quick. Quick is not really what we're looking for out of that unit, but depending on what we get here, we might switch and take this unit and then focus everything in this unit depending on what it is. There is, strangely, if I look in the logbook, there is one Wormkin unit sweeper, the Glare Minder, a rare unit. When you consume a card, it applies Reap to the enemy units. I don't know why there's one sweep card in the Wormkin deck here, but like if you look at all units, there's 2 in the Awoken, 2 in the you know, purple, and then 1. There's none in red. There's none in the Hellhorn Stygian card. None in the Umbra. None in the Melting Remnant. This one always feels like the odd one out because these both have 2, and they're like the same unit, but don't copy my homework. All right, what do we got? But we didn't get. Oh right, this is normally my build. Now that I think about it, Shard Soul Carver with the inspiration on it. Every time you inspire, you just get stronger. Which will, you know what? That will work with the egg, won't it? It'll get stronger, it'll get armor to help it tank a little bit, and then when the egg pops, the attack bonus will stick around. I do like this unit. Like, I really do like Shard Soul Carver, and man, it's been a long time since I've played as Wormkin. What's the name of the other one? Wormkin unit. Keeper of Echoes. Inspire +1/+1 to all units on the floor. Very good. Take that Carver though. Do we care about Quick? I think we do. I mean, it's possible we could put 2 of these on the same floor, but we're not gonna pop double shells. Like shell 16 effectively. Not early, and we're gonna need like the spells for that, like the spell chain shell popper. We're gonna put that there. We're not gonna worry about the re-roll. We're not gonna worry about the purge. Well, actually, hold on, 230 re-roll? We can get the re-roll in. And if it's multi-strike, which is the one that I would take, we're gonna put that on Kinhost. So it's gonna come out with another level of multi-strike and quick as well. Now it's weak as heck, but we can fix that as soon as we put the meld on. You're a sweep boss, which is really annoying. Enemy units get +4, but there's not many of them. We can play on the top floor. This is not that bad. I'm going a little bit slow on this run so far, but I think it's good because I'm, you know, being good, I think. So we need you. We need you. If I get rid of 1 echo, I can give you some damage. I like that, so maybe we can actually kill you before you move. You hit me, you know. I can't kill you, that's very unfortunate. Shard Soul Carver doesn't really have a reason to exist, except we can put some units in front of it and just have it do some damage, so I suppose we'll do that. There you go, and then do it again. And then make sure that you die. I want the gold. And that doesn't actually do any damage, but it does get the unit out of my deck, which I'm happy with. So you're dead, you're gonna make it up to the pie, you're gonna do 5 damage. Oh right! Talk about things that I'm just now re-remembering. Yeah, if you reap on a floor with this champion, or with any champion, I suppose, you don't get damage out of reap when your echoes are going into the shell. So the egg, we need 6 more echoes to hatch the egg, but the egg is gonna eat the echoes. We're not gonna get any reap damage done. It's a very annoying thing, because it is definitely not what I want. So let's think about this. You do 30, 25, 10. I cannot kill you. You're gonna do 5 damage to the pyre. I'm running the math. I don't think we can kill this unit because I can only put down 10 damage. We're quick, so we're gonna do 30. You're gonna have 5 HP, you're gonna take 25 from the Spine Chief. There's nothing that I can do to fix that. So, I will tank the damage. At least this floor is good, and then honestly, I'm just gonna... Well, do we have any more imps? We have 1 more imp. I'll put a tank in front of you. All right. Now we gotta hatch this, and we need to hatch this. Like, that's super important to hatch that. So I will fracture. Again, these won't do any damage. Fracture. We only need 1 more echo, and 1 more fracture will do it. In this case, it's a bit of a positive that we can actually do this, but it still is a little bit annoying and awkward. Not killing you sucks, but we had to do it like this. You sweep, putting a unit there doesn't matter. All we needed was 1 more reap, but you should be dead, so I'm not that worried. Trying to think, like, what do we do here? Use extract, give you more damage, why not? And then, sure, cripple you. We will put echoes on the floor because of our champion if you weren't dying in 1 hit. Okay, so that worked pretty well. A little awkward, but it is what it is. Hosting kin, I think now we need something like this. 1 bogfly, heck no. And I think we do need more targeted damage. Fledgling imp, no thank you. So we'll take a horn break. And we've got damage spells, we've got units. Steelworker is, you know, it's funny because it is actually a pretty good meld in the kin host. The 5 armor every turn trying to think. It will be removed when it hatches. And it doesn't give it any armor immediately. This gives it more scaling, not this one. This one gives it more scaling, and it also gives it armor. So I think we'll just put this unit in. It means we're not gonna have any healing on our champion, which sucks, but the unit's quick and hits hard. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we can find another way to get HP out there. Steelworker is just like an insanely good unit though, if you can get it. Because my thinking is, okay, Steelworker, you could put Steelworker in Kinhost. It's 1 pip, and then you start duplicating the heck out of this Kinhost. You put it on the floor, and then you just hope you can hatch as many of them as possible. And each one's giving 5 armor per turn to the champion. But we do Steelworker all the time. Let's see if we can get this to work. And Kinhost Carapace. I want to do a quick little search here. Kinhost Carapace. There are a few bugs that you can exploit in the game and make it insanely powerful. The upgrade +1 on Revenge from the Abandoned Winged Concealed Cavern event triggers the when played effect of Kinhost Carapace. That's such a like specific issue. But you know the event in the caravan where he's like, can I have a unit please, or a spell? If you give him this unit and it comes back with +1 on Revenge, every time it gets hit, it gets, boom, +10/+10 per echo on the floor. So imagine this on the floor with our champion getting buffed. Every time it gets hit for 1, it could get like 59 HP and 60 damage. It could literally break the game. I've never gotten it to work because you have to take this unit pretty early. I'm just gonna skip on it because I think we actually have like a pretty good loadout with these units, and it is feeling like it's gonna be a 1 unit run, but I think part of that is just because kin hosts, like we got to build around this thing if we're using it. It's a good unit though. It's going to be a strong unit for us. Okay, anyways, I think we do skip that. It's tempting to go for it though. It is tempting to go for it though. We have nothing upgraded that we really care about duplicating except for the egg. But can we really use more than one egg right now? Well, it's 1 pip. If we go for a capacity upgrade, we could put 2 eggs on the same floor. One would have the meld when we do it, and one would just be an egg. Or we could just have 2 eggs. We don't need to do the melding. We could just get rid of this. The issue with that, though, of course, is that they have 1 HP. They don't really have that much health. They don't really have that much health scaling. And then we have to also place 16 charged echoes on the floor to hatch both. The first one will happen in 8. The second one will happen at 16 total. And that's just too much. That's too many shells to crunch through to get double kin host vessels. I think I'd rather just have 1 unit hit, 3 times. And it's gonna get buffed, it's gonna get scaled. That might not be what we want though, that might be too slow. We do need spell upgrades, but we don't really have a lot of money. What kind of spell upgrades would we take? Geez, I don't know. Our spells kind of suck. Maybe we will go to the right then and duplicate something. I mean, we could get that card. It could happen. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Now you got me thinking, and now I am thinking about a duplicate here, because maybe we can make something cool happen with these. Let's start with the concealed caverns. If we get a free duplicate for 5, maybe we'll take it. I don't know. Would I actually do that? Probably not. We'll just take a Gift of Gratitude. I like just purging that card out of the deck. Well, we are going to need to go to another Merchant of Steel at some point. So this might be the path we want to take. Second vent, second Gift of Gratitude, second kin host vessel? I mean, if we can... For right now, it works fine. Ish. Especially for the longer fights that we're going to be having. But we're gonna need to do something with the unit, right? And maybe we can put it on its own floor. I don't know. I think we'll do it. We already got quick and multi-strike. Let's dupe it, and then we can worry about it later. We can just make it large stone, put it on its floor, and it's already hitting for like 40, It's fine. Now, we're gonna top floor this. Oh, you knockback! You suck! God, you suck. We might have to just put out a sacrificial kin host then. All right, well. We don't have to do it right now because we might get a sacrificial imp, but I do hate that. I don't think we play this one. I think we wait. We could try to play it on its own floor, but it's not gonna, it's just gonna get pushed around and killed instantaneously. So I think we'll do this, and then this. It's quick though. We're not gonna get the we're not gonna get the echoes to hatch this thing is the problem. It might actually be worth more putting it up here and just letting it live, but it's gonna die at literally anything. But it is an echo, but I don't know. Because you're just gonna kill my unit, and it's already eaten everything that there is to eat on the floor. I'm kind of just like, I'm annoyed with you right now. But there's still a chance. Still a chance. We need 4 echoes, huh? Start there. We can play it on you now. Fire's gonna take 2. And this is the problem with eggs. Like, you really do need the alt champion to make the eggs work, because this is just silly. Okay, it's hatching, and it's gonna have armor. So if the boss moves to the top floor and knocks it back, we will be happy. How interesting. Right, okay, that makes sense. Let's play you there. I like that you're dying. I don't really want to play this, so. Okay, so it did hatch. Okay, it's not gonna get pushed back. It's gonna be stuck at the front, but it's doing 90 damage per turn. It's not bad. Ugh, you are pretty much dead, though. Like, I'm not gonna really be able to keep you alive. I can give you 2 armor and 2 damage. It's not that much, but what the hell else are we gonna do? I suppose if I hit you with a fracture, it kills you, so let's do that. Then, although I didn't need to do that because the pupa would have killed it. It does enough damage. Fair enough. Soul Cripple. Because you're quick, everything here is dead. So we're gonna Soul Cripple this boss. You can hit once. Should have played Fracture up here, because then we could have Echo Transferred, but I suppose what we'll do instead is, well, I could kill the unit in the front, but that also kills the unit in the front, so I guess that's the ideal play. Stack up the Reap on the boss, I guess. That Consume card that puts 13 Reap, it is a pretty good card. It's not a bad card. I think we'll just do that. I think with the echoes we're gonna have on the floor, you will die. Oh, no. Because of the quick units killing everything, we're never gonna automatically gain echoes on the floor due to the Spine Chief. Okay, we're gonna have to think about that then. You are dead. Took 256 damage from that. Still doesn't feel like a lot. Does this target a specific unit? I think it does. Sorry, I'm leaning back. Unearthed Remains could be okay. Okay, because it's 2 echoes when you play it, not 1. It just gains a max capacity, which doesn't really matter that much. Return consume spells to your hand. Consume, consume, consume. If we had more / better consume cards, maybe Wormkin. Echoes of the Past. Apply 6 attack per echo, clear echo. I mean, that's good with the Spine Chief, but we need the Spine Chief to hatch the eggs, first and foremost. Maybe we'll take a mixed path here, and we'll take the one that also buffs the damage of the units. At least in this case, the eggs will attack, then eat the echoes. We just have to apply it manually, or we just let this thing, you know, attack. I don't know. Regardless, this helps us to hatch. So I'll take an Unearthed Remains. We got the same garbage. Okay, and now we gotta think, because +2 armor too. Okay, you know, after 15 inspires, it is doing 30 more damage, or you just dump a Demon Fiend inside of it. And the good thing about dumping a Demon Fiend inside of it is that it still makes the unit a freaking 30 times 2 quick with 30 HP. The Kinhost vessels can just drop on a floor, and if they hatch, they hatch. We can keep duping them forever. Yeah, I do kind of like that. Put a Kinhost inside of it so it gets more Reap Strike, but that doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I think I like the Demon Fiend, even though we have Shard Soul Carver? I kind of want these units to do damage when they first are out. Every time the boss strikes, they do get stronger though. And after 15 inspires, they will gain 30 damage and 30 armor. And they have 15 HP. This is a tough one because this has scaling, the Shard Soul Carver. I think we'll keep it. That way we don't have to worry about removing a unit, but it is tempting. But I think we'll go with the long-term scaling as opposed to a Demon Fiend. We could put the Demon Fiend inside of one Kinhost vessel, but you know, we gotta make sure we have the capacity to play everything. We could also just put the Kinhost on its own floor, but I don't think that's what we're looking for here. I think I'm just gonna skip this. I don't know. I always feel like I'm a bit under the gun. Give me draw on these Wormkin runs because it's a complex clan. We'll think about that. Another stack of multi-strikes, pretty good. Intrinsic on the Bounding Echoes is pretty good. This we really just wanted to cost -2. We can, so we'll do that. Intrinsic, and I think we do want Intrinsic on the Bounding Echoes. It'll kind of be stuck in our deck. Could also do it here, could also do it on Vent, could also do it on other things. Okay, so yeah, okay. We get one large stone, one of that. Put them on the same floor, plop them down. No, because if we do the meld, it's gonna have 2 capacity already, right? Yeah. And so if we do the meld and it has 2 capacity and we make this thing a large stone, that's 7 capacity. We can't get there without a relic or ascend descend. There is ascend in Hellhorn, we just have to find the damn card in order to use it. That also assumes we're going to be playing top floor on the final divinity fight, which is not going to happen. On the other hand, if I give you just like health, because the damage up is not really that important, but the health is, all of a sudden, this unit, with 1 capacity upgrade, we can put both on the same floor, if that's something that we even care about. I don't know. Screw it, why not? Hopefully you can, like, survive for long enough, my friend. You're the bigger one. Yeah, you can get this quick. And then Bounding Echoes. We also got to remove some cards. We'll purge the Train Stewards. We might not even need Intrinsic on that because we don't really need this many pack shards. And what is not infused in the deck? 2 Echo Transfers, a Horn Break, a Hosting Kin, and a Soul Cripple. Strike, Gain, or Inspire. Well, I don't care about that, so we'll take this one. It's an okay tank, okay enough. Yeah, let's cool it on the pack shards. We just added a lot. Armor 15 enemies. These enemies are pretty tough, but oh my god, are we gonna play top floor? No, we have to play bottom floor. We're gonna give him armor 15. I don't know. I guess. Here's hoping we can actually do enough damage to slow him down. This is also the wrong kin host. So now for the ultimate question, do we put it down? We don't have to, because if we wait for the next one, it doesn't, if we don't play it here, if we play it here, it's not gonna eat any of the echoes. So we could just play it here. We could play it on the top floor even. Probably play it on the middle floor. Why? I don't know. It'll take less damage, although it's already gonna get hit for a lot. We know we're gonna play this. 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 Should have played both Reaps on the back now that I looked at the damage numbers. We're not gonna play the kin host. I will play the kin host. We're so likely to draw units to get through the energy gulf. We'll just do that. I was also thinking about this, because now one fracture gets a kill, instead of having to play 2 fractures up there to get a kill. We also can play units. We're gonna play the U. And then we're gonna play U. If I give, never mind. If I give you damage, you'll have 45 damage. Now you're taking 25. Now you're taking 65 because we're killing you in 2 hits, getting a 3rd hit on you. Now you're still taking 65, but that's okay. That 1 unit might make it up to the top floor, I'm thinking. But we're doing relatively well. You're hatching. You're hatching because we're attacking twice, getting shell, you're popping. Okay. Waves remaining 3, so you will hit the pyre. Except we have a horn break we can use to kill you, so we will be doing that. But first, but wait, there's more. Why are you not? Oh, because you don't have the meld. That's why you're not getting any stronger. Oh, I was wondering about that. Yeah, units might be making it up to the pyre more than I thought they were. But that's okay. Do 4 damage to all enemies. You are infused though. It'll make you do 50, which is exactly enough to kill this unit, and you're gonna die. So we'll put all of our eggs in this basket. Okay, so we're gonna take 11. I mean, we've taken very little damage the entire run. Taking a little bit here is not that bad. You have to die though. Gotta figure out a way of killing you. Everything here is dying, we don't need to worry about it. We need to worry about this. So if we put echoes out here, you have Reap 4, we can probably kill you just with spells. Or with imps, potentially. -2? Come on! How are you not dying? How are you not dying? 17 damage I don't think we should have had to take, but oh well. Anyways. This is gonna be a weird one, but fracture our own unit just so we can play the echo transfer. That's actually the best play. Because the reap damage will only apply again after this combat. So it's not gonna matter at all. And then this thing's gaining armor every time the champion hits, and it's applying reap to the enemies. Seems fine. Phil. Oh, this is so good. Soul Siphon is incredible because it allows you to get potentially 4 echoes for 1 card. If you make it intrinsic, you can play it on turn 1. You won't get any Ember Drain. It's really, really, really nice. Echoes of the Past is also pretty good, but technically we have Echo Transfer to really do that. I don't think we need Echoes. We need to get the units out faster. Soul Siphon lets you do that. I wish I could go back in time and take the intrinsic upgrade, but March of Shields, maybe we're gonna want at some point. It's an armor card. We can replay it. If we, give it holdover or something. I do like it because it is something that we can use to keep a unit alive. Not as good as the Extract 1, 10 health, but that's okay. Why do I think that? I don't know. I just think it, okay? Train Stewards have to go. Imps. The Molting Imps can probably go. The Queen Imps, they are infused, but we're not gonna need them on other floors once we get the ball rolling. It's gonna be Fracture and the Champion attacking. A artifact. If we get the Carbon Karuska, it is very good for the Echo Transfers. We don't actually have anything else that extracts, though. So it's not super important. We also might get lucky with the Bounding Echoes on these. Bounding Echoes having like Permafrost might be kind of nice. Units are already upgraded. This is a waste. We're coming here for 2 removal. I'd rather go for Concealed Caverns and an artifact. Top floor gains 1 that cannot be removed. That is pretty good, actually. Champion gains 50% attack. That's not so good. 25 goes to 37, maybe 38, whatever. Encase Divinity. Every fight except the last, we can play the top floor. And the last fight's not that strong on the bottom floor initially. The big problem with the last fight is the champion. The champion can't sustain 120 HP or whatever it is through the whole fight. Cleansing Water is also pretty good, but we can't afford both unless we get money here from the Concealed Cavern. Intrinsic, no intrinsic. Magic Power Piercing, it is good for the vent. I think we will take that. It is really good. I might even give it the magic power to make it do 40 base damage, because that kills an entire floor. In fact, I'm just gonna do that. I know it puts us at 100 and it's super early, but I'm risking it. Umbra, Stygian, Awoken. This is draft pick. Does that mean rare? I think it means rare. Awoken, draft pick. Heal all units to full would be incredible. Infuse, consume, apply quick. That's also pretty good. That's also pretty good too, but it consumes. Channel Song we don't care about. Infuse, consume, apply quick. Like quick on the champion, 75 damage, it'll give us the echoes before the other units move. Yeah. Gives them a slight buff, gives this one a slight buff. It's not that important then, is it? I mean, the quick book has no downside. It's a good thing to have. Let's go here. In fact, we could potentially use these guys as tanks, but that doesn't seem right, does it? And this, if the champion has 25 attack, they're gonna have 25 health. That's not that much. If these guys have 60 attack, they'll have 60 health, but not a lot of damage. But we could swap, or just keep playing infusions and they'll get stronger. So that is something there to consider. But we would only have one of these. I think we just go for the book. It probably saves us a lot of damage. I was really kind of hoping that maybe we could grab the heal to full and then we can make it hold over at some point. These, man, I want them both. I want to remove buffs and I want one on the top floor that can't be removed. Because that's every turn, advance a shell by 1. When you put it like that, it's not that strong. Removing buffs. You know what? Remove buffs. Buffs are real bad. Depending on the buff, of course. But of course. We'll probably go left here. So let's save money so we can buy spells. I was just thinking of this boss, by the way. Because if We have a 50% chance of removing stealth 10, or whatever the hell it is. Get +2. So giving them +6 actually is pretty bad, but we can fracture them on lower floors and play imps. I think we can turn this on. It's not gonna suck that bad. Because we're gonna be quick on the top floor. All right, these are the units we want. Just put a unit out to die, doesn't matter. Because of our quick unit here, these guys are all already dead. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. An event wipes this floor, only you remain, that's pretty okay. We do need to play spells. We're gonna play Double Fracture up here. That doesn't give you your energy back. Queen's Imp gives you your energy back. Okay, well, still. I guess we're not gonna be playing the Kinhost either. I would have played him, but, well, I guess not. Not anymore anyways. All right, we need to do some more damage while you move up. This is a worthwhile play. And then give me this. I mean, you're doing 90 damage. It's enough to kill this unit. Once we get the molting imps, these units will die. I don't want the molting imps in the deck, but they are good at taking care of these 1 HP units. The problem is late game, we're not gonna have 1 HP units. Things are gonna have more HP. I didn't get what I wanted, which is pretty bad. That's real bad. That's real bad. That's real freaking bad. Really, you're not gonna give me either molting imp? But you know what? If we get the book, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna. What if I go all out on you? There's no echoes on the floor. Can't go all out on you. I can do 26 damage to you with max. Man, that sucks. Well, hold on. You I don't care about. If we play this to get 4, reap 13, all of a sudden, let's say it's a 5, because I'm gonna play this. So 5 and 15 reap. It's enough to matter. It is enough to matter. Because I could kill you. I think 1 unit's gonna live. We're taking 14 damage. That's not that bad. I should have made sure that we had enough energy to play the imps. That's a little silly. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. We have 3 echoes. We're gonna have enough. You're all dead. Look at this. 33 times 3, 48 times 3? Wait a minute. If I play this... No, you're first. So hit, kill, hit, kill, hit, kill. 40. Echo transfer does not mean you die any faster. Okay. Stealth -10. It worked! It didn't have to work, but it worked. Don't kill this unit. That's for damn... Well, actually, you do 8 damage. I think we kill this unit. We'll take less damage. I don't think you're gonna make it through us. I don't think you will. So vent down here kills everything. We're taking no damage. Beautiful. So I think you just reap, and then vent. I like the quick book on the champion because it means we're always getting the echoes every floor. It's quite nice indeed. I guess we'll do this. and then this, and then this, and I could have played these units so I could play another Fracture. That's my bad, but it shouldn't matter. And you're dead. We're taking 17 damage. We're killing you in 1 turn. Oh, because we have Quick. Yeah, all of our units have Quick. And you have ×4 attack. I forgot. That's how that worked. In my head, I thought it would only have 3, but no, it gains 1 when it hatches out of the egg anyway, so yeah. Return to consume spell to the top of your draw pile. Very powerful card indeed. Yeah, Unearthed Remains, that's a really good one to get for this. I think you always take Broken Memories. Repeat all summon effects. We don't have any summon effects, so never mind, we have Imp summon effects. I still don't think you take it. You could, as much as you think maybe infinite eggs, that's not how that works. I don't believe Endless works on eggs. And we would need to find Endless from a unit shop to really get value out of the Transcendent. I think you just ignore it. Impressive for a spell, whatever. We do enough physical damage. Our units hit hard, we just have to keep them alive. Which is hard because we don't really have anything that really keeps our units alive. Train stewards can go. Why? Because they are not purple. Double stack, but cost 1 more. We have the money, so I do think, well, what's coming up next? Removal duplicator, magic concealed caverns, and money. Removal duplicator? What would we duplicate? What's the best spell that we have? Nothing. Intrinsic, actually? Ooh. So Intrinsic on... where the hell are you? Soul Siphon. Gives us 4 echoes immediately. That's a huge, huge buff to getting your cards out. I think you have to take this, man. That is such a good get. Spellchain Broken Memories means that for 1 energy you get lots of infusion and consume spells back, so I think that's another good upgrade. Going heavy on the pack shards, but these are, I think, good upgrades to be making at this point. I guess you could put the Endless Imp on one of those imps to get like 10 damage every turn, whatever. March of Shields, double stack, acceptable, -1. -1. I want the book every time it's available. Magic power consume, not a lot of options, huh? Permafrost. I was thinking about that with Bounding Echoes, so we could actually we can get the right cards hit. It does seem pretty helpful. Don't have to play it immediately. Consume doesn't hit anything, -1. I'm just gonna put this on March of Shields, because Armor 20 is worth playing. Arcus, 125 pack shards. It's gonna be rough, but we should be okay. Which ones are these? Rally and Incant. Incant always sucks. I feel like it always has Incant. Which may or may not be true. Okay, so you play this. We're gonna not play a kin host on that floor. That's fine. That means we're gonna lose 1 charged echo, because I am gonna play this as well. It's fine. Although I could play on the bottom, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to buy as much time as possible to buff. And you do that by doing this. I don't really want this unit again. But, you know, you're killing everything. I mean, you're doing 30 damage. You're quick. I can put imps in front of you. It's not the worst thing in the world. You're gonna make spells stronger. That's okay. I'm gonna play 2 units first. 1, 2, then you, then you, Then you. It didn't make that spell more expensive. Good to know. And you're gonna lower your echoes by 6, so you're only gonna need 2 more. Why did the champion not attack? Oh, because you have stealth 6. Okay, that's fair. We're gonna get, oh, you only need 1 more anyways. We're gonna get enough, but honestly, a fracture does it, so we'll probably start there. Daze does mean we can kill the 2 weak back units. You're permafrosted. We're saving bounding echoes for like echo transfers, basically. And that's really it. We can only play 1 unit. We have to play this to make you hatch. You're hatching. If I play this here, it kills you. If I play this here, it kills you. If I play this here, it kills you. Doesn't do any damage to the frontline unit. I think I'm fine with that. Because it kills 2 units. You get dazed. It doesn't matter. I will also... We don't need that spell anymore. I mean, it's a good spell to have, we just don't need it anymore. Alright, everything's dead, everything will be dead pretty much every turn from now on out. You're super dead no matter what I play, so we're gonna be playing some stuff. Broken Memories brings back a consumed spell. What do we want it to bring back? Probably Unearthed Remains. That's my guess. That's the best thing that we have. Could bring back a Hornbreak. I don't think we need it. I think we just want to build up Reap, and that's how we're going to do it. So I will play this, because we have an Echo Transfer in hand. And then we can play it once. Then we can play this. And we can play Unearthed Remains. And you play it again, and you bring back the card we just had, Broken Memories. It's been a while since I've done this. Bear with me. Really want to put this on the boss, but if I get 1 more Reap, I can hatch the egg. That's very funny that the imps of all things have protected it that long. What the hell? Oh my god, there it goes. 2 more? There it... I'll be with you in a second. You're gaining more damage. And then we will play this for armor. We do want you in the front. Now you're hatching? Now you're hatching. Okay, beautiful. Why are you taking 20 damage? Because you're getting reaped. But of course. Man, an ascend or a descend so I can stack up multiple eggs on one floor. I'm realizing we can now we can hatch as many eggs as we want. We're just not quite there yet. You know, if I spell chained that, I could get, for 1 energy, 2 max capacity ups on the floor. And that would be kind of funny. Yeah, give it to you. Now you're not taking any damage? Ow. How much? You're doing enough. You're doing 135. He has 130 HP. Let's go. I didn't run the math. I just played the cards. What's the point of having this many charged echoes, though? Like, what do we need these for? You know? My dude is 74 armor. That's pretty good. You're the tank. I mean, I would say for playing extractions, but we just don't have as many of them in the deck as I would normally have, I think. Vent doesn't consume? Oh, I have a lot of damage on Vent. I didn't make Vent consume. My bad. All right, well, you're gonna be like very, very toasted. Let's not even play anything. We're taking 2 hits and then you're gonna die. And it's just due to units doing damage. But like, you need the units to do damage, that's the thing. Double buffs and armor. This is the payout. This is the payout. Double armor on a unit. We need this to be consume and intrinsic and spell chained, because we can pay extract 5. We just had like 10 echoes on the floor. We don't need damage. I think what we need is sustainability. This does that. Only on 1 unit, but we can just make. We can move the armored unit to the front, then double the armor, potentially. I think we need that. That's the payout. Now, I think we do want capacity. I think we do want a 2nd unit on the floor. But we're not going to duplicate these units. I don't think so. Merchant of Magic, Removal, and Duplicator. What would we duplicate? March of Shields, potentially. Symphony of the Soul is not, it's not upgraded. We could duplicate the Broken Memories. That's a very good card, worthy of duplication. Because we could bring back, like, I don't know, Hornbreak? Or we can go to a Merchant of Magic and look for something like Holdover. We get Holdover, we're gonna put Holdover on Symphony of the Soul. We need it to be cheaper anyways. Think left piques my interest a little bit more. Remove Consume. We don't need to remove Consume. We're fine with spells consuming. Magic Power. I'm just gonna put that on Hornbreak. This Hostingkin I like for the movement more so than the damage. -1. Put this on. We have another. Oh, we don't have any more Divine Temples, so we're not gonna be able to pick up a -2. So we should probably make this thing real cheap. Permafrost is also very tempting, because if we can't play it, we can just save it and play it at the right moment, which is probably right before when we shuffle. But if we draw this early, we're not going to have the extract payment. So I kind of like Permafrost on that one. -1 can go on. Do it on Fracture, because we need cheaper spells. I might go for the boons. I mean, we might go, I think we're going for 150. It doesn't consume, does it? For the greater good. What are the units that this thing can summon? Rebel units have summon triggers as well as extinguish triggers, leading to synergies in Hellhorn decks as well as Melting decks. There are 6 possible units. A Rebel Clergyman, aka the Rage Dude. He has 5 health, and when he dies, enemy units gain melee weakness. Rebel Conduit, aka Spike Granter. On summon, it gives spikes. And it itself has a lot of spikes, so enemies will die when they hit it temporarily. Quill Marksman, quick multi-strike 2, does 15 damage, so it'll do 45 damage and then die. Rebel Marksman, on summon, all friendly units gain stealth. Pretty good, if you can make it work. Rebel Shaman, damage shield 1, and on death, restore friendly units to full health. Very interesting. Rebel Sycophant, on death, friendly units gain +5. That is not good enough. None of those are good enough. There are synergies with this, and I think you can even make a synergy with, don't quote me on this, but I think you can make a synergy with the Nexus spikes or something, but I think we are much, much, much better off just being like, hey, I'm gonna make my super upgraded unit even more super, please. Yes, let's do that instead. The quick multi-strike 4 hits for 600 damage, now hits for like 1,000 damage if it's hitting one unit. That seems okay with me. 10 and 15, that's 25, we'll be at exactly 150. You know what, sure. Inspire, apply, reap, what do I care? We're going for the HP and the extra multi-strike. All right, this is always the wild floor. Armor 20 for 400 bucks. Armor 20 doesn't really change anything, does it? We just need to kill the enemies by hitting them. I took capacity, right? Yeah, okay. Like we just gotta smack them as hard as we freaking can. I think we should have played this first. It's okay. Is it more important to stop the multi-strike or to hit you hard? Probably more important to stop the multi-strike. More important here to get an echo. We only need 2 more to pop you, but you don't have the Sunderstone, but that's fine. We're just gonna have to live with it. Some of these units might make it up, but we're doing this for gold, and I think it is worth it. We gotta play 2 units. We will be playing you. From the front unit with Shell, you go in the back then. Unless we're gonna get Shell 8. Are we gonna get Shell 8? 1? No, this extracts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not getting Shell 8. We're getting like 5 Shell. So you go in the back, because I want this guy to hatch, so we can do damage. More damage. You'll hatch enough to hit these guys, hopefully. Okay, you go down. You go down. We need to work on your health. Quickness helps. Could Bounding Echoes the Echo Transfer, but I don't want to pop the eggs, I don't think. Although if I give you more damage, it helps out quite a bit. We're gonna play this. Currently at 3, you're attacking, giving us 1. So we're currently at 4 echoes. I don't really have anything else to play this on. Yeah, so we're gonna do it like this. We'll still have 4 echoes. Now you hit pretty hard. Okay, some of them lost their buffs. You're taking 31 damage. That sucks, but I can push you to the back and then the Pyre will take 3 damage per spike, which is not that bad. That's exactly what we're gonna do, so let's start there. Double buffs and armor on a unit. Not enough cash, strange, huh? Now you're dead. You're not taking any damage, but you're only gonna do 3 per hit on the Pyre. That's fine. That is very fine. Hit, we're at 3. 4. We're gonna hatch you on this turn, aren't we? 5, 6. That's huge, man. We need the damage. Takes a while to hatch them. It was like 24 damage or something. We're taking 10 because you're exploding. Not bad at all. Let's get this out. We have broken memories. All right, all right. Double buffs and armor on a unit. This will be for later, for right on Relentless or right when we shuffle, which is not now. Thank you. All right, we want one of these. Yes. We don't even have the echoes that turn, but that's fine, because we just gained like 3 from our champion attacking. Now we can play it if we want. And we will be playing it at the end of the turn. Keep bringing back Unearthed Remains. It would be better if this was the card that gave 1 on the floor that could not be removed, but, you know, we're using what we got. And what we got should be good enough. So double the armor, now you have 88. It doesn't double the buffs to the damage, because it's a flat buff. I'm just realizing, Seraph the Chaste has nothing on us. Seraph can't do anything to really stop us, which is fantastic. Yeah, double buffs and armor. You're the only unit that actually matters. I don't know, get more echoes out there, doesn't matter. Okay, we shuffled, so we could get that card back at any moment, which means that'll be 200 armor. I think we're gonna be fine, but it does depend on how fast we can hatch. Hatch. Stop that multi-strike. I might even want to go to the Hellvent to... No, I can't make a second one of these. We're not gonna have the capacity for it. All right, don't worry about it. You're hitting us once and then you're gonna die. And you have 244 armor. Won't be able to make it holdover. What would we make holdover? Can't make March of Shields holdover. Man, unfortunately, I don't really have any good holdover targets. Every good card is consumed. Hey, wait a minute, that's what the deck does. Never mind, we have a holdover target. Soul Crushing Guilt is one of the best cards in the entire game. Straight up, just one of the best cards. We don't really need Inferno. I mean, it's a good card. It's a real good card. Hopefully our quick units are gonna be, quick enough. And we're gonna be playing on the bottom floor. I don't think we're gonna be playing on the top floor with Divinity. You can't survive it. We need to build up armor so we can double it. March of Shields only hits the front unit. Nah. We don't have enough armor generation. We don't have 7 of the Hellhorn 5 armor every turn dudes. We don't. So I think we go to the right. I think our spells are, for the most part, fine. We want to upgrade spells. Soul Crushing Guilt, if we can make it holdover, would be incredible. Double stack also is acceptable. Removing cards, also acceptable. We're gonna hit 150. Days when they enter the floor below the pyre room. That's good for the final fight, not much beyond that. So, this sucks. For each battle, set pyre health to 50 if this reduces pyre. Yeah, literally the only thing that we can take is this or money. I'm gonna take it. It's fine. It'll work for one fight. Pretty bad roll. Bad roll. Daze units when they enter the train, then they won't be able to attack. That's pretty good on the final fight. Remove consume. No. Nope. All right. Hey, we did get a holdover for Soul Crushing Guilt. It's not permafrost, but this is still good once we get the the units hatched, the chain going, we can daze units, stop the strong ones from doing damage, push the tanks to the back, etc., etc. And we can play it on other floors if we have to. You know, we can daze a boss that makes it past us on the final fight and just move up and start working them down. Do we have enough to buy relic and reroll? No. Damn. So do you buy daze and reroll and then purge a couple of cards? Well, we know we want to purge some cards. I think at this point, Molting Imps can go. They give us an energy refund, but they are not good enough. Could also remove the unupgraded fractures, because the imps provide energy and then die, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Purge those. We'll probably purge the imps anyways, because if the free fractures, I guess we want to keep them around so we can use them as fuel, right? This is going to be real nice for the final fight. We might be able to afford a cheap relic. We could just buy a cheap relic and also get 1 card removal. We could buy energy. We don't need energy. We guaranteed get +3 on the first turn thanks to Hell's Banners. Purge cards, I could purge 1. Is it 60, 120, 180? Or is it 60, 90, 120? I think it's 60, 90, 120, in which case we can remove 3 cards. Like, all the cards that consume, they consume. We don't care about them again, right? Consume, 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 consume. Want it. Don't care. Don't really need these, but a couple of these is fine. Let's get the imps out. It is 90, okay. Get another imp out. And like I think 2 echo transfers is fine. We want to scale damage. It's one way of scaling damage. We also scale damage by playing fractures, but we also scale damage by playing echo transfers if they're hit by abounding echoes. So ultimately, it's the same damn thing. This is better. I think I'm gonna dump an imp or fracture. I'm gonna dump an imp. I don't want to see him. All right. Buff and debuff effect stacks. This might suck. Not as much as the next fight. Now, they're dazed, but I don't think we want to play on the bottom. We want to buy time, so. Damage to a unit, move it to the back. You know what? We should have done this with the imp. Because it's 1 shard anyways, so you have 6 right now. I'm not gonna play an echo transfer. I'm gonna let you build up power. Although 17 turns. No. We're gonna hatch you next turn, and then you can deal with this guy. Yeah. Oh, it's perfect because the champion's not quick. Why are you hatching? Oh, because you're not stealthed. You just have Purify. You're not the rage one, so you don't have multi-strike 3, you're just multi-strike 2 with high damage. Yeah. You gotta die. But first. You go there. You go. You're not hatching! You dumb idiot. I gotta just buff your damage now. It's fine, because we're gonna get 3 echoes just naturally. I should have put him at the back so we hatched the big boy. That's why we're doing this, so we hatch the big boy. Instead, we're gonna have a bit of a problem here. Yeah. Yeah. I can't help but notice we're having a bit of a problem here. We can probably kill the frontline unit. Reap won't do any damage. That's the problem here. So the Pyre is going to take 45 damage. And there's nothing I can do about it because I played a unit in the wrong order last turn. I mean, if there's nothing I can do about it, there's nothing I can do about it. Changing the order of the units is not going to affect anything. So we're just going to take some armor, and I can kill one. No, I can't. Never mind. But I'm still going to play that. Barely killed him. Pyre took 45. It sucks, but that's the price I pay. The price I pay for making one mistake. Oh, you know what? Thank God they all hatched at the very least. I didn't pay attention to the fact that they all hatched. That's fantastic, because it means that we're not going to get Ember Drain. We're going to kill them before they kill us. Or hit us, but really, it is killing. And I don't want to die. Why do I have 6 energy? Did they both hatch and that counts as playing a unit for the Hell's Banners? That's funny. I didn't think about that one. Okay. No reason not to, no reason not to, have plenty of energy. Hold over, daze a unit, move them to the back. Couple buffs and armor on a unit. We'll play it next turn. Dazing the boss, we can do that every turn. Oh, which is gonna make the final fight. Dude, maybe we play on the top floor. Maybe we play on the top floor, because as soon as we start dazing Divinity, he's dazed forever. Now, we did buy dazed on the bottom floor, but man, like, we can totally make a daze on the top floor function. Every turn. Like, literally every turn, no questions asked. So that is something, isn't it? Gotta think about that, huh? Double buffs and armor on a unit. We can't afford it, so let's play it. You consume. Hold that over. We're gonna have full echo capacity regardless. I'm just gonna hit you. I mean, our champion ensures we can play that card every turn. The only question is, can we survive a couple of turns on the top floor against only Divinity? There's a positive to playing on the top floor, which is we can play an imp and the imp will get swept, by the way. So we can save energy, technically. It's tough, though. It's tough. It's a tough call indeed. We're also not going through the deck very quickly, so Bounding Echoes has not yet hit Echo Transfers, but that's fine. It's not a huge bit of damage, is it? Daze to a unit, move it to the back. Hey! Daze 3. Only 3? I thought we had more on you. Oh, you're purging it as you move up and down. Oh, I don't care. Go ahead. Okay, now you have daze 1, and you're gonna not have any days next turn. That's fine. I don't care. You do you. All right, time to use this. Earth Remains. For some reason, I find that card hard to find. Ironically enough. I would like to to ensure we have enough echoes on this floor, so I'm gonna play a Soul Cripple. Honestly, I think I should have maybe duplicated Soul Crushing Guild. Although we just put holdover on it, right? Nah, yeah, it's worth more to get holdover than to get a second one, I think. Is it? I don't know. Because if you just have a second one, you're twice as likely to draw it initially, and you're getting through the deck every 6 draws. All right, but the boss is dead. There's nothing that they can do. They are just dazed forever. I'm surprised Daze is as strong as it is. I know that's a weird thing to say, but like, Divinity purges Frostbite, acts on 3 floors, at high, pack shards, the rage, not the rage version of Seraph, the rage version of Fel hits for like 80, or just, put 3 days on the boss and then hit it for 600 every turn, or stealth your units if you're the Melting Remnant. There's certain combinations in this game that are just real strong, and they only take 1 card. I think that's the funny thing. It's not like a very big, difficult to identify synergy. It's just, oh, hey, the good card? Yeah, play that one a bunch. All right, well. Oh, hey, the 10 days on the boss? Yeah, don't worry about that. I should have taken the artifact that was 1 on the top floor that can't be removed, because now we could actually use it. Potentially. Rip 150. All right. So we gotta think. I think we can play on the top floor, and I'm gonna tell you why. March of Shields. We're not gonna play on the Kinhost Vessel, because the Kinhost Vessel will hatch in 1 turn. It'll hatch immediately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna have 2 remainder. So when we draw the days, we can just daze his ass, right? Why do you play on the top floor? Why would we want to play on the top floor? We could play on the bottom. We have a chance of dazing enemy units, but we have 2 turns to get our units out. That's the thing. And like, if we play a Spine Chief, nothing is dying at all. This unit's not dying, these units aren't dying. Even the first unit, he's gonna have 5 HP. No, he's gonna have 20 HP. So if we stall, we're gonna immediately get things hatched. This thing will come out with like 55 HP. We have plenty of turns to draw the stall card. I think we go top floor. I think we can totally make it work. No, wait, crap. If Kinhost Vessel pops, it does not leave capacity for the other Kinhost Vessel, because it's a 2 capacity unit inside of a 1 capacity egg, and we are perfect on capacity. So what we could do is put the March of Shields on Kinhost Vessel to make sure it lives at least 1 more turn, or a couple more turns. We can reorder them as we desire. And we can just make sure that we have 7 echoes on this floor, ideally, maybe not even playing Soul Siphon. How would that look? We could also put Kinhost on another floor, but we pretty much want to have them all on the same floor, let's be honest. If we play this, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we play Soul Siphon, we're already at capacity. So we don't play it. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll be 2 shy. We know we're guaranteed to draw the other Kinhost Vessel. which means we know we're guaranteed to hatch one of the Kinhost vessels. And we can just hatch we can try to hatch the big one, which would be ideal. But if we have to hatch this one, we have to hatch this one. It doesn't matter. One or the other, who cares? The other one has a lot of HP too, right? 16, okay, yeah, a lot. We'll probably work on hatching this one first. If we can get 8, that would be ideal. We're really just trying to, again, stall for this, but also every turn we get 6 armor by default, which means we're only taking 8 damage. With 16, we only need to incant once. Not incant, but you know, the draw, the deal. Okay, one more time. How does that look? 1 echo, 2 echo, 3 echo, 4, 5, 6 echo. You don't split. We'll put the Reap on the unit in the back because we're going to have the energy for it. That way we can kill the Wilt Wing and prevent the damage by just playing one spell here next turn, if we have to. Maybe we can play Soul Siphon, actually. That would probably be for the best. In fact, we might want to do it on floor 2. That way if we apply Reap down here, it'll activate here. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. The one time I'm thinking, wait a minute, Soul Siphon does not work. Because this has worked on previous fights because the Spine Chief never attacked. The Spine Chief only attacks here because it's the final fight. Okay. And we want to give armor to the Kinhost because we need to make sure it has 28 HP or more, or actually more. So if we're not hatching it in one turn, it's got to be done like this. So do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay. I think we do it. I think we do it on the top floor, and I think we know what we're looking for. We're gonna play 2 units. You're gonna hatch. We don't have any other really like echoes to play, so we're just gonna let you hatch. You'll be in the back. You should be fine. You should be fine. You get a damage shield on Slay, so if I play a Queen's Impling, you're just gonna get stronger. Let's not do that. Let's instead do this. You're dead. You go in the back, so you hatch, play this. You're taking 8 damage, which, if we get quick, you're gonna live. I think you're gonna live anyways because we did get Soul Crushing Guilt, so that should be totally fine. Oh, wait, yeah, yes, it'll work, it'll work, it'll work. Play this, play this, play it on you just in case. Daze the boss. I know this doesn't look amazing, but this unit, are you all dazed? We have Light Skiffed anyways. Nothing's gonna attack us on the top floor. Oh, this is definitely the right call. I completely forgot about this one. I only remembered concussive coals. Yeah, no, we're gonna be fine. Yeah, okay, end turn. Can't play Echo Transfer, that's fine. We needed to play the Daze, and now that guy is just, I mean, that guy, AKA the boss, can't do anything. Now, we don't need to play this on him. We can play it on someone else. That being said, the vent should kill everything on the floor, including this guy, I imagine. We're gonna be quick. That's gotta be played. Bounding Echoes, if we have to play it, we can play it, but we don't have to because we're already purging the shell. We only need 1 Echo. Should be fine. Is this here? Unearthed Remains is in the discard pile. Nothing else consumes that we care about, so let's get it back immediately. That's a pretty big part of the combo. Why are we taking damage? Oh, spikes, okay. That's fair, that's fair. We have the energy, so don't play it there. Play it here. Might be worthwhile playing the vent here as well, to wipe a good portion of the floor. I mean, you know, if I push you to the back and put Daze on you, Daze 3, you'll be dazed for 3 turns up here. kill, hit you. I think we do daze you, specifically. We'll vent on this floor. It kills the spiker, it kills the unit in the front that's gonna eat a shot. It is pretty good. And then you're all gonna just, everything but the clipped reflector is gonna die to 7 damage, I don't really care. We do gotta start dazing the Discipled Inquisitor if we think we're not gonna kill him. We might, because this guy is hatching and he does a lot of damage, so we might be okay there. You're dazed for 2, probably daze you next turn. You guys are gonna be annoying as well. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. It is what it is. You're taking 117. You're dead, you're not gonna do any damage to the pyre. You play this one here. It's a lot of armor on the units, but it does good enough for us. You attacked the imp. I forgot about the imp. My bad. You're all dying. How? I don't know how, but I'm appreciative. You know what? It must be the Spine Chief and the first tiny little kin host are dealing with the first unit, and then the second kin host is hit, kill, hit, kill. That's gotta be it. It's just gotta be perfect, lethal damage out there. Hell yeah, brother. We're gonna shuffle, so we need to play Symphony. We will play Symphony. Also need to daze the boss. We're gonna daze the boss on this turn, and then if we have to play it on him, we'll play it on him. So start here. Okay, take this back. You know what, we'll just move you back with this hosting kin, which is kind of what it's there for. Hornbreak would also kill you, which is probably actually a better use of our time now that I think about it. Let's murder you. And then we have, I wish it gave me a counter for how many of these are. 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because they're both infused, this does still work. Daze you. Double buffs and armor. We're just gonna start stacking up armor and double it whenever we can. Do 10 damage. Everything's looking great. 84, 168, yep, we had the exact lethal numbers. A lot of things happened, but basically not as many spikes as it could have been, I think. You're dead, perfect. No reason to stun you, we can keep stunning the boss. I imagine these units are all gonna die as well. It's, I mean, this is basically 175, right? 90 plus 90, 165, never mind. So 165, and then hit. These 2 units might make it up. The ones in the back. A Reap would do 10 damage. It's tough. Because I actually think kicking you to the back might be better. Why do I think that? Because then we'll do 165 damage to the front enemy unit, hit this guy twice, hit these guys twice, and then it still can't kill you. You're good. You 2 are gonna be dazed. Maybe I just daze you guys, or actually what I probably, you're all gonna die because of the Reap. I don't need to worry about you at all. Never mind. You don't have enough health to survive. You're gonna be dazed, you're not gonna attack, you're dead. Perfect. In that case, hit you with that, hit you with that, hit this Echo Transfer, double buffs and armor. We're still gonna have maximum echoes on the floor. Actually, it might not be max, might be 1 short, but who cares? A little bit of extra damage on the boss. Not much, but you're all dead because the Reap is actually killing these Shadewings. We're gonna get Reap 7 to all units with 9 echoes. So every unit's gonna take 63 damage, aka 63 on the boss. So the Shadewings are dead. Never mind, they're gonna take more damage because would you look at this? The boss will never get another attack, so he's useless. We do way more damage than he does, or than any of the units do at this point, so I think we're in the clear. Hate to say it, but it might be a can't lose scenario. Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to kill the spiker so that we didn't get the spikes. That's a worthwhile spend. I'm surprised that units are not dying here. I think what we're going to do is March of Shields the big boy, because then he'll kill you in one hit instead of taking 1, 2, 3, basically all the hits, all but like one. Unless I can buff your damage over by enough. Oh, you know what? I'll just push you to the back. What do I care? Yeah, push the tank to the back and then everything's gonna die. Yeah, it's way better. I mean, I meant it when I said this might be the best card in the game. For free, extract 3, daze 3 every turn. It's pretty good. Buff your damage. And I don't know. I don't think we need to worry about giving you 20 more shield at the front. I think we're okay just doubling your shield in a second. Although it doesn't matter because the boss sweeps, I suppose. So, all right, we'll wait. Play it last. No reason not to. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die. You know what? That'll allow us to hit the boss a lot more. Waves remaining 1. Oh, waves remaining 0. And look, we're taking no damage because this was, in the end, a pretty good run. We struggled for a little bit, and getting the eggs hatched was not a guarantee. We ended up with a pretty good combo. You know, let's talk about that at the very end. We only needed 2 days. Maybe 1? Regardless, with 400 HP, well, rather armor, you're not killing my pupa. It's pupa, I believe, but I like calling it pupa. Pupa. You know what? Remind me to take a look at this video after it gets uploaded to YouTube. Hey Google, pupa, pupa. I want to see how it translates those. Hey Google, what is pupa? You know, it's a perfect night. It's raining right now too. All right, so we had combinations. What were the combinations that we had that ended up making this run possible? We had enough capacity to play our units, as long as they didn't hatch. The Kinhost vessels, the pupas, they go from 1 capacity to 2 capacity on hatch, or rather, let's rephrase it. Let's say when it hatches, it adds 1 to the capacity, because if it's 2 capacity like it is now, it goes to 3 capacity on hatch. There's the bogflies, similar, except they double the capacity of whatever the egg was, because there's 2 of them. So if you large stone the egg has 2 capacity, but 2 capacity units come out of it. So that's 4 capacity. And then you've got 1 more egg. I'm surprised there's only 3 now that I think about it, but there's 1 more egg, which is the bog wormling egg. It is, once again, it's a slightly larger egg. It's a 3 capacity egg with a 4 capacity unit in it. You have to have a little bit more room to put the egg down, but once again, when it hatches, it takes up a little bit more space. And if this was large stone, 4 capacity egg, 5 capacity units. You got to be careful about that. I almost made that mistake on the final fight. I don't think it would have mattered too much because we could daze everything. We would have taken a lot more damage though. So what did we have that worked? The Bounding Echoes with Permafrost ended up not being that important. Really, I only use this to buff the 2 echo transfers that we started the run with. so that they, instead of being extract 2, were effectively extract 1. Technically, it's not extract 1. It's infuse, then extract 2. That's important because the Kinhost vessel gets a buff after that. The Soul Siphon was a very big enabler because this is, on our eggs, it's half off of 1 egg. Now, there are better cards for this purpose because you have to have like an intrinsic with the Soul Siphon. We could have had the rare card that is like Hatch 3 from the Wormkin. I don't remember the names that well. There you go. Accelerated incubation. Remove 3 shell from all eggs on the floor. Really good target for Spell Chain because that's 6 shell, which is enough to open up the Bog Chrysalis for the Bog Flies. So if you have a deck that's just Bog Chrysalises, you can play them and then save that Spell Chain, play it, pop all the eggs. It's almost enough for the Kinhost, and it is almost enough for, well, it's like half of a Bog Deep Cocoon. You know, it's tough to get out there. We also had some armor, quick on the champion, which helped. Soul Crushing Guilt, one of the best cards in the game. This is effectively extract 2, days 3 for 0 energy. It is insanely important, and if you ever find this card on a Wormkin run, you should take it. Even if you're not building around the Wormkin units, because you're going to have infusion in your deck. Your starting cards are infusion. And this is just too good of a ace in the hole to pass up. And then we had Unearthed Remains with Broken Memories as a combo to get lots of infusion and max infusion on a floor. Gain 1 capacity, gain 1, and it's infused, so it's technically gain 2. And then Broken Memories brings it back. Because it's spell chained, it also brings itself back. It counts as draw, so you're technically drawing -2 cards per turn if you consider that these are going to be 2 of the cards you're drawing every turn. So it's going to take you longer to get through your deck. The better combination for that is another rare spell, Eternal Kinstone. It's cheaper, and also, it is cheaper. Why is that? It is cheaper. But it also adds 1 that cannot be removed, which does help opening shells every turn. You know, it's not going to help you any quicker, any more quickly to open up the shells, but the shells cannot remove the 1 echo. I don't know if that means it puts echoes into all of the shells on the floor. Maybe all of the eggs on the floor. I don't know how it works. But it does mean that Reap works on the same floor as the eggs. I would love to see that changed. Reap should happen first before the eggs, please. And then cheap fractures, Soul Siphon occasionally, a little bit of extra damage from Echo Transfer, and then just let the units do their job. Spine Chief, Strike, Gain Echo, very good to help you keep scaling. It works pretty darn well if you can stack 1 floor with Keeper of Echoes, because every time that activates, everything on the floor will get +1/+1 per Keeper of Echoes. You can very quickly get some really nice broken builds if you have like a Keeper of Echoes. You put it in the Bogfly egg, and then you have like 6 Bogflies on the floor. Every time your champion attacks, every unit's getting 18 health, 18 attack. It can quickly start balling. So I like that champion that we had. I also really like friendly units have +20 attack. Decayer, I don't really care too much. Because the Reap, here's the thing. If this was not the last Divinity DLC, yeah, I would say this is fine. But you're not going to have a lot of capability, I think, of tanking a lot of damage if you have Inspire Reap through to enemy units. You need to do damage. The Corruptor allows you to do a lot more damage. The Infector allows you to do more with your Echoes, which means you can do more damage before the enemy acts. That's super important. Anyways, I'm talking because I like to talk, in case you didn't notice at all. But this was a fun run, and I'm glad it was a successful run. A bit longer than I would have liked, but I am spending a lot of time talking, more than I should. But thank you very much for joining me today on this Monster Train adventure. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.